There is this incredibly dangerous myth floating around the UK exterior cleaning industry right now. It is the idea that you can just, learn soft washing on the job, figure it out as you go along on live customer properties. I see it all the time on social media forums. Someone posts a photo of a coloured render job and asks, what chemical do I spray on this and at what mix? And that right there, that mindset is exactly how a contractor ends up with a £3,000 property repair claim before lunchtime. I am not exaggerating. A single bleached K-Rend wall or ruined monocouche render where someone guessed the chemical strength can completely wipe out your profit for months. It destroys your reputation in an instant. The problem with being a self-taught operator is that you are constantly playing Russian roulette with chemistry. You misidentify red algae as standard dirt, or you mistake atmospheric carbon for organic staining. Then you guess your sodium hypochlorite ratios because someone on Facebook said, oh, just mix it 5:1 and slap it on. But they did not ask about the surface porosity, the ambient temperature, or whether the render was already failing. And then there is surfactant dwell time. People think a surfactant is just about making bubbles. It is not. On vertical monocouche render, if your surfactant does not hold the active chemical on that wall for the exact dwell time needed, the product runs straight down into the flower beds or leaves hideous zebra stripes all over the elevation. You end up scrubbing, you panic, you turn up the pressure and boom, you have stripped the top coat right off the render. Early on in my own career, I saw this exact cycle ruin good, hard-working contractors. They followed unverified advice from online groups, people giving out dangerous recipe mixes with zero understanding of chemical safety or COSHH duties. The result? Ruined customer relationships, cancelled policies, and skyrocketing insurance premiums that basically pushed them out of business. That is precisely why structured digital learning is such a game changer for this industry. You do not need to learn through expensive, heart-wrenching mistakes on the client's front lawn. Through proper online Softwash training, you can master safety procedures, COSHH requirements, safe chemical storage, and surface assessment from your desk before you ever turn on a chemical pump or touch a dosing system on a live site. Now, if you want to move beyond competing for cheap £50 driveway cleans, you have to understand the core pillars of professional soft washing education. And it starts with the math. You have to master final percentage dilution math. Not bucket ratios like 3:1 or 10:1, but actual active ingredient strength on the surface. When you know whether you are applying a 0.5% or a 2% active chemical strength, you are in total control of the outcome. Combine that with selecting the right chemical delivery system, whether that is a batch mix tank, a proportioning setup, or a calibrated dosatron injector, and you suddenly look and act like a professional operator. And let us talk about safety documentation for a second. RAMs, your risk assessments and method statements. If you approach a facilities manager or a commercial client for a high-value contract, the first thing they're going to ask for is your RAMs pack and your COSHH data. Generic copy and paste paperwork off the internet just does not cut it anymore. Commercial clients demand evidence of structured, formal training. When you show up with CPD certified Softwash training under your belt, the dynamic changes instantly. You are no longer just a guy with a pressure washer trying to quote cheap. You are a qualified surface maintenance specialist. That formal credential is what converts one-off, low-margin residential jobs into lucrative, recurring commercial maintenance contracts across schools, care homes, and apartment blocks. Completing structured online education also opens up real growth opportunities for your brand. It gives you the foundation to become an approved Softwash applicator, get listed on dedicated applicator directories, and join the National Association of Softwash Community, where you get real ongoing technical support when tricky jobs crop up. So here is my challenge to you today. Take a real, honest look at your business and audit your chemical knowledge. Do you truly understand the chemistry you are spraying, or are you still guessing and hoping for the best? If you are ready to raise your standards, protect your business, and earn what you are worth, head over to softwashing.uk. Check out our CPD certified training courses and start building a safer, far more profitable business today. Thanks for listening and stay safe out there.